it's time to get it lit. We got it hot like fever.
I'm sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We installed doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing.
Relieving the kings of all crowns.
So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets, fool?
That's a close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, steady, bang.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Monday, down, 180.
Watch the pass. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. That's taken in by Callaway. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
Yeah.
Now a hit and a loose football.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Man, I got you. Go, Mike.
93.
To throw again on second down. Carr. Got his man. It's Eifert. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
You got him.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey, we're good.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. If they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, it's Carr. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll run it with Jones. 11 more on that one and another first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Able to slither by. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. On third down, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here's Carr to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Monday, down. 180.
59. Let him know.
637.
Let him know. Mike 5'9", Mike.
Hey, orbit.
6-man.
282.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Completes it to Samuel. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Carr now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. This is Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 41, Carr. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Montgomery. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Carr completes it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
50's the mark. 50's the mark.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 44, Mariota completes it to Hardman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Seahawks 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. And he finds Fitzgerald. Touchdown, Falcons! Larry Fitzgerald, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bullet good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Mariota now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is a do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on third. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense.
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. He completes it to Jones. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Carr now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Carr. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Express.
Again, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Maurice Hurst in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 now. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. Well, now Lindsey lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Mariota. Screen play, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That's taken in by Callaway. And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
Now Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Carr drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead,
and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Aaron Jones, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mariota. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 12. First down, Seahawks. They go play action here on first down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mariota again. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mariota toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step in.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Down. 7:34. Express. Bravo.
Carr going to throw here. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He's got it, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Carr to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. They'll try to run it in with Jones. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, exit.
To throw his Carr. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Falcons, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able
just wanna be her. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curve, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I put so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't right.